The endless spring beauty releases continue, my friends. We have even more, believe it or not, coming from Dior Beauty. We have sneak peeks of the new Tom Ford palettes. And friends, we also have the return of Burberry Beauty. And guess what? It's not looking too great. Let's get into it. What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. And welcome back to another episode of Pass or Yes. This one we talk about what is new in luxury beauty, all of the juicy sneak peeks and products that are going to be launching. And I let you guys know, is it going to be a pass or is it going to be a yes? We have a lot to get through today. We have Chanel, Dior, Tom Ford, all of the favorites, lots of spring 2024 launches. So if you guys want to hang out with me and talk about some new makeup, then keep watching. All right, friends, let's dive in. I'm just pulling up the Instagram accounts here that I follow. I am going to be linking all of the ones that I referenced in this video in the description box down below in case you want to give them a follow. Also, if any of these products are already available, which some of them are, I will also link those in the description box. I do use affiliate links, so thank you so much if you shop through my links. By the way, one other disclaimer, if you're wondering why my house is a mess and why my background is all weird, I am in the process of moving. I already filmed a video talking more about it, where I'm moving, why I'm moving, all that kind of stuff. So I can link that video down below if you want to, hang out with me a little bit more after this one. But I apologize for the appearance of my background, guys. It's all going to be improved in the next couple of weeks. The show must go on. I really wanted to fit in one more pass or yes before I move out of this apartment. So let's get into it. All right, friends, let's kick things off with Mr. Tom Ford, one of our favorite brands here on this channel. And it wouldn't be a new season without some new Tom Ford eyeshadow quads. So here are the two that are going to be launching very, very soon. And these are going to be in the creme formula, which I know a lot of you guys are excited about. The first one is called number 46 Ember Bronze. This is going to be a mixture of neutral tones. We have some browns. We also have a light beige. What looks to be a shimmering rose. I'm not really sure, guys. These are promo photos, okay? So sometimes they look a lot different when you actually see the images of them. And then the second palette, which I actually do have images and swatches of, is number 45 Iconic Smoke. This is going to be deeper. It's going to have more of like that smoky type of effect to it. We also have a little bit of contrast there with the beige shade, which actually is surprisingly more pigmented than I would have thought. It looks a little bit more like a golden beige. And then we also have a beautiful shimmer shade in there as well. So what do I think of these palettes? I think that number one, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that these are for spring, I guess, because they look very, very different from what we are seeing from other brands like Chanel and Dior, who are doing a lot more like pastels. We're seeing a lot more bright, feminine, floral types of colors for spring from other brands. So I'm kind of surprised that I'm seeing these now. This looks like maybe it would have been a fall release. I don't know. Comment down below. You guys let me know what you think. And for this reason, I think that maybe, guys, these are permanent because they look like very classic colors. I mean, one of them is called Iconic Smoke. It's an iconic color story. Please leave me a comment down below, guys, if you know whether they are permanent or limited edition, because it doesn't really say so yet here. Between the two, I would say the one that is a yes for me is number 45 Iconic Smoke, because I feel like this one is the most unique and also the most elegant. Number 46 Ember Bronze, kind of a snooze, guys. It's like a couple of browns and then you have a shimmering rose. I guess the nice thing about it is that it would be a really good everyday palette. I like the fact that they're coming out with more in the creme formula because there really are not that many to choose from. There's what, like 3 or 4 at this point that you can choose from, so you really don't have a good range. And the other ones that keep coming out are limited edition, and they're always the best ones, and then they sell out and then you can't get them anymore. So I'm hoping that these are going to be good, guys, and I'm hoping that they are going to be permanent. I will probably pick up number 45 Iconic Smoke and do a review with that, but let me know if you guys are not interested in these, then I won't review them. But overall, guys, I think provided that they are permanent, this is going to be a yes from me because I think it's a really nice extension of the line that Tom Ford already has. Next up, friends, we have Dior. Yes, believe it or not, we have more spring launches coming from Dior. I feel like these episodes have been consumed by Dior Spring, and this time Dior is launching some new liquid highlighters. These are called the Dior Forever Glow Maximizers. It looks like from these photos, these are going to be launched in 5 different shades, and I think that these are already available in France or maybe a couple of different European countries. They're not available, at least at the time of me filming this video, in the United States, in the UK, and Canada. But guys, I will keep you updated. Make sure you are following me over on Instagram because usually whenever I see these things become available and drop on the Dior website, I will post it first to my Instagram story. So what do I think of this release? I think that this is a pretty interesting release from Dior. I also think that they're maybe a couple years too late with this product. Charlotte Tilbury came out with those beauty light wands a couple of years ago, and I think it was maybe 2 years ago where those beauty light wands went viral on TikTok. And then since then, all of the brands have been replicating that product, trying to come up with a dupe, whether it is a luxury dupe, something more affordable, a clean beauty version, etc. We've seen this product time and time again. So while I'm excited for it because I love Dior and I love to try out their new products, I do think that they're a little bit late to the market with this one. I also think it's pretty interesting because if you take a look at the lineup of Dior beauty makeup on their website, they don't have a lot of cream products. Have you guys noticed that? Obviously they have foundations, they have concealers, and they have primers and that kind of stuff, but they don't have any cream blushes, they don't have any cream highlighters, and I just find that very interesting because I feel like the whole clean girl look, you know, more creams, more kind of simple, light, natural type of makeup has been very popular the past couple of years, but Dior really hasn't been releasing anything like that. So I kind of wonder if this is the start to more cream products coming from Dior Beauty. Comment down below and let me know what you think. But nonetheless, guys, this is going to be a yes. I may or may not already have this product. I may or may not have one of these on my cheeks today. So as soon as they are more readily available, expect a review here on my channel, guys. And not only is Dior going to be releasing these, they are also releasing these two new cushion products. These are called the Dior Forever Glow Up Cushion. And please help me out, friends, because I don't really understand what these are. Maybe this is something that is trending, you know, in Asia or other parts of the world. I'm not sure. You guys always fill me in, which is the great thing about these videos. These are a cushion product, but they come in like an apricot and a light pink shade, or maybe that's supposed to be a lavender. I'm not really sure. Are these a primer? Are these liquid cushion highlighters? Are they blushes? Are they something that you wear all over your face without makeup? What are these? How do I use them? Because I'm definitely intrigued. I would consider getting these. I think they're a yes for me just because I find that they are intriguing and maybe something a little bit different. They're also a yes because the compacts are absolutely stunning. I think they're really beautiful. In general, guys, I think this whole collection is a yes. I'm excited that Dior is getting into more cream products. I love highlighters. I love glowy blushes. So I will be reviewing all or most of these products, guys, and expect some really juicy comparisons. Oh, one more thing that's coming from Dior that I almost forgot about is this new lipstick and lipstick case. The case is covered in these beautiful butterflies and stars, which if you haven't seen, I think it's the Dior Cruise collection that's out right now. The butterfly is a big motif that's used in that collection. So I think they're kind of taking that design and then, you know, putting it on a lipstick case. It kind of translates pretty well. The lipstick color that is featured here is a beautiful kind of peachy nude, very nice for every day. Is it absolutely necessary? I don't think so, but if you're looking for a beautiful new peachy shade to go with this lipstick case, I think this one would be a really good option. This lipstick case, I don't know. I'm definitely tempted to pick this up because I already picked up a bunch of the newly reformulated Dior lipsticks, which, by the way, guys, I do have a lipstick ranking coming up on my channel very soon, and those lipsticks are going to be included. I am going to talk about what's different about the lipsticks if I recommend them, and you guys can see how they compare against all the other luxury lipsticks that are in my collection. So make sure you are subscribed if you want to see that. Coming very soon. I have a lot of videos to edit while I'm moving, so bear with me, guys. But anyway, going back to this lipstick and lipstick case, I think that this could be a yes. I'm very tempted to get this just because I think that the case is very cute. Comment down below and let me know what you think of this. I always really like it when luxury brands take what they're doing in their ready-to-wear line or maybe their handbags, that kind of stuff, and put those motifs into the makeup. We really don't see enough of that, and I feel like with a lot of brands, Chanel particularly, there's a lot of missed opportunities there. So I appreciate that. And the last thing that I want to say, guys, is that a lot of these photos of the new Dior sneak peeks, these are from the new Chic Profile official Facebook page. If you guys don't know, she now has a Facebook page and she does share a lot more like exclusive types of sneak peeks over there because Instagram, unfortunately, it's become a difficult place to share a lot of these sneak peeks way in advance. So if you guys like beauty sneak peeks, I'm gonna link her new Facebook page down below. You can give it a follow. She has more stuff on there that I can't even share. Chanel, all kinds of stuff. Sorry guys, but I can't post it yet. A lot of this stuff isn't available, but definitely check out that new Facebook page. And thank you, Tavia from Chic Profile Official, for sending me some of these photos. Speaking of Chanel, I'm getting a lot of questions about this new eyeshadow quad, which I believe is called number 388 Eclats de Nuit. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is a very beautiful, classic, smoky looking palette. I like the fact that they have a black and also a shimmering kind of silver or taupe, and then they contrasted that with the really nice soft neutral colors of brown and what looks to be a satiny beige. This is a yes from me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to review this anytime soon, guys, because I am moving, but also because this seems to be very hard to get. It was at Harrods, I want to say. I'm going to try and find it and link it down below, but every time I go look for it, it is not there, friends. I think it is in some Chanel boutiques. I think when this becomes more readily available, if it goes onto the Chanel website, I will pick it up and then maybe I'll do a little review or like a get ready with me or something like that. The only thing that I'm curious about, guys, is how close is this to the holiday palette that they just released? Because a lot of these tones are very, very similar. Maybe this one is a little bit less sparkly. I like the fact that the black in this one looks a little bit deeper, a little bit matter. I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know if this is something that you are interested in. A lot of you guys have asked me about it, and the only reason I haven't picked it up yet, guys, is because I don't know where to buy it. It's been very difficult to get my hands on. But in general, guys, this is a yes. I really like the classic color story. Is it a little bit boring? Yeah, it is. But if you take out the holiday palette, I don't really have any other Chanel palettes that look quite like this. So I'm here for it. I've also been getting so many questions about the new Tom Ford Valentine's Day collection. I don't think it's called the Valentine's Day collection, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the Tom Ford collection that has all of the little hearts and stuff all over it. We have the eyeshadow quad, and then we also have the blush, which I believe is a cream blush if I'm not mistaken. And then we have a limited edition red cushion compact, and we also have the red lipstick. And I talked about this on Pastor Yes, maybe, I don't know, a couple of weeks back we talked about this, but I know not everybody is able to see every single episode. So I just want to reiterate, friends, this collection is a pass from me. I think it's a cute collection. I think it's very marketable, but I just want to let you know the eyeshadow palette, this is a re-promote. This is the Honeymoon Quad. It's a classic color story. And I challenge some of you who are interested in this because you see the little hearts to think to yourself, were you tempted by the Honeymoon palette previously? I actually really like it. I recommend it. So if you were tempted, I probably would say, you know, pick up the one with the cute little hearts and the red packaging if that tickles your fancy. But if your head really was never turned by Honeymoon before, but now it is because it has hearts, ask yourself if it's something that you actually want, that you're actually going to get a lot of use out of. Once again, it's a beautiful quad. It's a classic, which is why they keep re-promoting it year after year after year. But I already have this quad, so I'm not going to be picking it up. You can see swatches of this quad in my Tom Ford ranking video if you want to know where it fits amongst all 22 of the quads that I ranked for you guys. Then you can check out that video. I will link it in the description box. And then we have the other products that are in this collection, which I also told you guys were a big pass from me. I've heard that the cream blush is really good, but guys, it's $95. $95 for a cream blush. I bet you have something just like this in your collection already. Because I am moving, I've been decluttering and just organizing a lot of my makeup, and I found so many blushes just like this in my collection. Even from other luxury brands like Peau, for example, pretty sure you can get a cream blush just like this one for less than $95. And the embossing, especially on a cream blush, that's gonna be gone very, very quickly, guys. So I've heard good things about this collection, but for me, it's just a pass. You can find many, many reviews of the Honeymoon Quad all over YouTube. So I just caution you guys, think about if this is going to be worth the money. Speaking of Peau, I totally didn't plan that, guys. They are coming out with some new single eyeshadows. It looks like there's going to be 6 different shades here. And I would guess that these are also refillable because the new eyeshadow quads that they came out with last year, which by the way, are absolutely phenomenal. I love the formula, great for dry eyelids and mature eyelids. Those are also refillable. So you're probably gonna have to spend for the component and then also for the little refill single eyeshadow. But I guess if you really like it, it's nice because you kind of, you know, save a little bit of money just purchasing the refill. But putting all that aside, guys, this is a pass for me. I love Peau, and I do want to review more Peau here on my channel this year, but I just think that it would be better, knowing that these are probably going to be pretty pricey, to spend a little bit extra for one of the eyeshadow palettes, and you can get 4 shades, and you have options, and you have a couple of different textures, and you also have the primer shade in there. I feel like it'd be better to just go with that than buy a single eyeshadow, because all of those are great for one and dones as well. I love a single eyeshadow. I love a one and done, but if you buy a ton of single shadows, it ends up being more money than if you just got maybe the palette that you were eyeing for the past couple of months. These shades are super boring to me. I hate to say it. The finishes look super boring. If I'm gonna go for a single eyeshadow, I usually like something that is a little bit more shimmery or sparkly, once again, because I can just reach into a small palette or quad if I want something that's gonna be a little bit more subdued, because at least in the quad, there's other things to choose if you want to take it up a notch. The thing that also annoys me about this is because why are they not selling a primer shade on its own? If you guys don't know, in the Clé de Peau eyeshadow quads, every single color story comes with a primer shade. And that primer is so good. It's so moisturizing on the eyelids. They should sell that separately. In fact, when I was doing my mom's makeup for the video that we filmed together, she says in that video, they should just make the primer shade on its own, and then you can use it with all of the shades or all of the shadows that they have in their lineup. You can even use it with other eyeshadows that you have in your collection. I've tested that primer out so many times, guys, and it really does make a difference. So that annoys me a little bit more, Clé de Peau. Okay, sell the primer shade on its own. I bet all of us would get it. It would really make a difference in our makeup collection, and you could definitely use that every single day, like I said, with all of your other eyeshadows. So these, unfortunately, are a little bit of a snooze fest. They are a pass. Okay, editing Sophia here. I do have an update on these Clé de Peau eyeshadows, and my opinion has changed a little bit because I have some new photos and also swatches to show you guys. And if you take a look at these, you will see that the promo photos really don't do these eyeshadows justice. So I'm sorry, Clé de Peau, these look a lot better than I thought they were going to. These actually look much more shimmery, much more iridescent, so pretty close to what you see in the eyeshadow quad. So I still kind of feel like maybe these might be a little bit too overpriced for what you get, but I will say they do look really beautiful. I think the pink one looks really beautiful. I think there's like a gold one that looks really nice. There's a really pretty blue one. So I think that these really suit the customer that they are selling to. That being said, I still think that for me, I would rather just buy the quad, and then I have kind of like a little 4-in-1, even if I want to do a one and done. I think you guys know what I mean, but I wanted to show you these updated photos. They do look really pretty. I might pick up one just to test it out, but I still think they're not super duper spectacular, I'll be honest. Friends, Natasha Denona, she's coming for me. She's coming for me. She heard me say that I'm not buying any more of her little mini products anymore, that they're a waste of money. They're just gonna get decluttered in my collection. So what did she do? She hit me up with one of my favorite color stories ever, which is Berry Blush. This is the Berry Pop Cheek Trio, and I believe this is kind of like a Valentine's Day release. This looks so cute. Okay, you get a little berry blush, a cream blush. Then you also have what is kind of like a cream highlighter. She did this before when she did the, I think it was I Need a Nude, if I'm not mistaken. And then you also get a very beautiful highlighter in there as well. So you get 3 little mini cheek products. And listen, I know that these are very tempting. I know that for the average person, you get a lot of use out of these, but this is a pass for me, guys. And for the same reasons that I'm a pass for most of her mini products, because I have so many things like this already in my collection. I have a million berry blushes. I have a million, shimmery highlighters and all that kind of stuff. If you don't have a lot of those products, or you really, really need that 3-in-1 to put into your makeup bag, by all means pick this up. But also, guys, okay, I just decluttered the other one that she released, the mini nude one, whatever it was, like 2 years ago for Valentine's Day. And let me tell you, that cream blush, dry as a bone. Dry as a bone. These dry out. So I will warn you guys before you pick this up, think about how many times you're going to use these products, because if you're going to use them up in, a couple of months or even a year, you're probably going to be fine. But if this is the kind of thing that you're just going to pull out every now and then when you're in kind of like a berry pop type of mood, or maybe, once a year around Valentine's Day or Christmas or something like that, then I don't think this is going to be worth the investment, because these cream products from Natasha Denona, unfortunately, time and time again, we do hear from a lot of people that the cream blushes dry out. So thwarted again, Natasha Denona. I'm not falling for this one. It is a really beautiful release, and I do really appreciate, by the way, that she's doing something a little bit different. It's a little bit more vibrant. It also suits more skin tones. I definitely appreciate that. She really does bring it when it comes to her color stories, but for me, it's gonna be a pass. Okay, now we're gonna talk about Burberry Beauty, and Burberry Beauty is a very strange brand to me. Comment down below if you guys agree. They come out with things. Sometimes sometimes really good things, and then those things disappear. Like they either get discontinued, or they were limited edition, or they're sold out, they don't restock. It's a very inconsistent brand. I feel like I can't rely on Burberry Beauty, even though a lot of their products are beautiful and they have really good packaging. I just can't really find them, and then it makes it really hard for me to review those on my channel. But Burberry Beauty is back, and they are coming out with some new products. I think that these are going to be permanent, guys. The first things that I see here are some new eyeshadow quads, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, these look so dusty. In fact, one of them is called Dusty Caramel. I'm not lying, guys, I'm not making this up. One of them is called Dusty Caramel. Like, why not just call it some neutral shade? Caramel is supposed to be rich and warm and brown, kind of like the color of my sweater right now. And what did they do? This really basic, repetitive, cool tone color story, and then they have the audacity to call it Dusty Caramel. We also have one that is called Blush Beige, which is once again another kind of cool tone color story, very dupable. And then we have one that is called Iconic Honey. That one looks a little bit richer. I feel like that one should have just been the caramel one. But if you guys can't tell, I hate these. I think that they look awful. If you want me to review them, let me know, because maybe I will be proven wrong. And if I am, I feel like that would be really fun and entertaining, and I will happily swallow my words, guys. But these look so boring. They look so boring. I do like the look of the packaging, which Burberry usually does a really good job at. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to revive this brand, do something a little bit different, something a little bit interesting. You know, the new YSL mini palettes, the little mini clutch palettes that they came out with last year, that's a good example of how a brand kind of revived their eyeshadow selection. The packaging is really beautiful. The formula, pretty unique. Also, you have a lot of different shades and finishes. That's something that I really admire. This, I'm not so sure, guys. I think some people out there are really going to appreciate how simple these are, and maybe that's what they're sort of doing. They're going for something really simple just to test the waters. Maybe they will come out with some other seasonal releases, but I've seen Burberry do more exciting things before. But these just look so dusty. I am not here for it, guys. I don't like it at all. And then also coming from them are these new setting powders, a pressed setting powder, and these look really beautiful. I'm not going to lie. It reminds me of a beautiful printed silk scarf. The embossing is just gorgeous, but I don't want the beautiful presentation to fool me into getting these, guys, because I really don't need another pressed powder. I don't wear that much pressed powder, and when I do, I pretty much have like one or two different kinds that I constantly go back to, so I'm really not in the market for this. I think that this is an interesting release. Like, they're trying to release more basics. I think that's the message that they're sending right here, and the compacts are gorgeous, but I just don't really see anything super unique from the powders either. Also, this is not enough shades. Maybe this is just the promo photo and there's gonna be more than 4 shades, but in general, guys, 4 shades is just not enough. So Burberry, do better, do better. Couple more releases here to cover, friends. Next up, we have some newness from Hermes Beauty, and they are coming out with 3 new lipsticks and 3 new nail polishes for summer 2024. It says summer here, not spring, so I don't know if maybe we're gonna have to wait for these for a little bit. These 3 lipstick colors are very tempting to me. I love that they went with these bright, punchy, delicious summertime colors. They look so gorgeous. They're really making me excited for the warmer weather and the summertime vibes. They have number 44 Orange Neon, which looks to be a neon orange. They also have Rouge Cinétique. That one looks like it's going to be more of like a red orange. I'm excited to see swatches of that one. And then finally, guys, we have number 41 Rose Pop, which looks so beautiful. This actually reminds me, I think there might be a bag color, like one of their leather colors that is called Rose Pop, if I'm not mistaken. And I absolutely love that color, guys. I would love to have a pink Birkin. Maybe someday, a girl can dream. These look so beautiful. They are kind of a maybe though for me. And the only reason for that is because when I look at the actual shades, I think I might have some similar ones in my collection. If I were to get one of these, oh, which one would I get? Probably the Rose Pop, or maybe the Orange Neon. I do already have a bright orange from Hermes. It's probably gonna come down to the swatches. If I can see some swatches of these, it will make my decision a lot easier. I also will say, guys, not a huge fan of this particular packaging. I know that they've done the stripes before, but this kind of reminds me of the polo shirts that people used to wear when I was growing growing up in high school, you know, like the Ralph Lauren or the Abercrombie, something like that. Hollister, you guys know what I'm talking about. The polo shirt and just the preppy look in general is going to be very big for spring and summer 2024. We saw a lot of that on the spring runways, so maybe they're kind of going along with that. I don't love these colors, but I don't absolutely hate it. So yeah, friends, this is going to be a maybe. The nail polishes, as much as I like the colors, this is going to be a pass for me because I only use nail polish on my toes. I get, you know, like the dip and everything at the nail salon, and I just don't know if I would put any of these colors on my toes. I don't want like a bright blue on my toes because my toes aren't really that pretty, so I don't want to draw attention to them. So this is going to be a pass, but the lipsticks are a maybe. A little bit of an update here on this one, friends. The new lip oils from Guerlain have finally launched. These are the Guerlain Tinted Kiss Kiss Bee Glow Lip Oil, and I think that these are in 6 shades if I'm not mistaken. These are supposed to be a lip oil, very moisturizing, very nourishing to the lips, and obviously these aren't going to be super duper pigmented, although there are some deeper shades in this lineup, which I definitely appreciate. I really like the poppy glow. I also really like the lavender glow. They look absolutely beautiful, guys, but I do think that these are going to be a pass for me because just like I said with the Dior liquid highlighters, I feel like Guerlain's a little bit late to this game. We've had the Dior lip oils and tons of other lip oils out on the market and also being a very popular product for at least 2 years now. So I feel like they're a little bit late to the game. I have no doubt that these will be nice, that these will be beautiful, but I just don't feel like it's going to be worth it with the amount of lip oils and lip glosses that I already have in my collection. This screams to me as something that I would pick up maybe in like the next Sephora sale. They are not at Sephora yet, I don't think, but I will keep an eye out. I bet they are going to be launching there. And the Guerlain website never has sales, guys. I've never seen a sale. Sometimes you can get like a free gift, and they do have a loyalty program, but this kind of strikes me as the sort of thing that you can kind of save your money for now, and maybe a couple months later when there's a Sephora sale, if you still really want it, then I would suggest picking it up then. But what I would recommend picking up now if you really want it is the lipstick that I'm wearing on my lips today. This is the new Cherry Bloom shade from Guerlain. We talked about this in a previous episode, but it is available now, guys. It should be still in stock on the Guerlain website. Also, they've launched the limited edition lipstick case. I didn't get the case. It's very beautiful, guys, but I'm accumulating a lot of cases, so I have to be careful about how many that I pick up. So I decided this time just to get the lipstick, and guys, I mean, it's so pretty. It is gorgeous. I'm sure there's other pinks, and I'm sure you can maybe dupe this with something else that is out there, but I personally don't have anything quite like this. I don't have a lot of soft pinks in my collection because I always go for brighter colors, berries, and nudes. So I welcomed this shade. It's in the satin formula. I just absolutely love it. I paired it today with the new Chanel Le Beige eyeshadow palette from the Winter Glow collection, the cool shade. I did just some of the light shadows from that palette and then popped on this lipstick, and I love this look. So comment down below, let me know what you think. Let me know if you pick this up as well. It's a gorgeous lipstick, but these sell out pretty quickly, so this is the one I would pay attention to if you're interested in a new lip product from Guerlain. And finally, friends, the last product that I'm going to be covering in today's episode is this new foundation from Louboutin Beauty. This is the Teint Fetiche Le Fluide foundation, and there's really not a lot of information here about it. It just says that it's suitable for all skin types with medium to full coverage, but every brand says that, okay, that it's medium coverage, suitable for all skin types. So I'm curious, what is special about this foundation? Is it glowy? Is it long lasting? Is it moisturizing? If it's not moisturizing, then it's usually going to be a no from me, but I am a little bit, you know, interested in this. I think this is going to be a maybe. When I asked you guys in my recent video, what brands do you want me to cover more of in 2024? This brand was mentioned actually quite a bit. So I need to know from you all, do you want me to review this foundation? I recently did a foundation declutter. I did throw out quite a few that had expired. So I have a little bit of space that I'm creating this spring in my foundation collection. And I do really like to review foundations. However, I just bought a bunch during the holiday season from Clé de Peau, from Chanel. And so I would like to test those out first. So I'm not sure when I'm going to be picking this up, if I do, guys, but I am very much intrigued. The bottle looks beautiful. It looks like something that you would display on top of your vanity or in your bathroom, guys. It does look very, very beautiful. I think it's funny that they did leg swatches instead of arm swatches, I guess because it's Christian Louboutin, and we all know him for, you know, the heels and that kind of stuff. It doesn't bother me, but I think it was an interesting choice. So this is gonna be a maybe, guys. I don't know when I'm going to try this out, but I am keeping an open mind. I'm keeping an open mind for more of these like smaller brands that don't have a lot of reviews on YouTube, because I know a lot of you guys are very starved to know if they're any good. So let me know, do you want me to cover this one? Because I'm definitely open to giving it a try. I'm sure it's going to be very, very expensive. It doesn't say here in the post, but I will keep you guys updated. And that is everything that I have for you today, friends. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Pass or Yes. If you liked it, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to my channel for more episodes just like this. Now it is your turn, friends. Sound up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about these new releases. Have you picked up any of these products? Is there anything that you're excited about? What do you think about the new Burberry makeup? I'm dying to know. So leave me a little comment. And with that, friends, I hope that you see some beauty in your day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.